Can you even begin to imagine tipping $5,000 for a purchase of $129? This is the true nightmare for a Californian woman who went to get, relief gel for a condition that she has or whatever. And, the product total, taxes included, everything was $129 and change. So this woman decided to be kind and, to be generous and, wanted to tip $5. But this $5 ended up becoming 5,000, on those digital screens, at checkout. So yeah, so she wanted to tip 5, but she ended up pressing 5,000, like 5,000. And she thought that the decimal point would adjust, but I was thinking, if it were to adjust, wouldn't it be at 50 because of the two other zeros? Anyway, this woman is living this nightmare where, and remember you guys, this thing happened last year, and the bank has refused to to refund. The merchant is also saying, they've gone back and forth. So it's, a year later, she's still fighting for that 5,000. Can you imagine being generous and then this becoming your living nightmare over a $129 charge? That is insane. This also happened to another woman who I think went to like a sandwich place, and the sandwich was like $7 and change. She decided to tip. No, the sandwich was something else, but she wanted to tip $7 and some change. This ended up becoming 7,128 or something. How did this happen? She was trying to enter her phone number. You know how it asks you for your phone number for rewards and all that stuff and loyalty points? Well, this sandwich became a nightmare because she ended up tipping $7,000 on those digital screens, you guys. So luckily for this second woman, she was able to get the charge reversed by the bank after going back and forth. But this other woman is just, I just read her story. It's so heartbreaking how this, this seemingly good gesture becomes a nightmare a year later. And she said her son has graduation, and she's not even able to do anything because she's in this hole of 5,000. So yeah, you guys, be careful when you go on those screens, and they're very advanced. They move very quickly, they're very fluid, and before you know it, things could just go haywire. So be careful, you guys. My advice to you, I know people don't like asking for receipts, you end up having so much paper. Take a screenshot of the transaction. The other thing you can do, call the bank as soon as possible. Don't even leave the place, call it while you're there. And the other thing that is recommended is that you use a credit card, because a credit card acts like a buffer. It doesn't go directly, it doesn't like connect to your bank account, so it's like a buffer that protects you in these issues. And if there's any issue, the credit card company will go back and forth with the merchant. So yeah, I just thought I would share this thing. It's so sad, and it just reminded me of a place where I go to buy yogurt. I don't know if you guys can relate. These yogurt places where you go, you do the work of filling your own cup, then you get granola or fruit or whatever it is that you want to add, and then this person is standing at the checkout and you did everything and they expect you to tip. Like seriously, like if you go to a restaurant, I feel like you should tip, but this tipping has gone too far. It's insane. It's just on another level. Yeah, I know people depend on, like, waiters, they depend on tips for income. That I can understand, but it has just gone to another level, you guys. I also, if you're going like for a Starbucks or these anything where you can order on your mobile phone, use it, because that way there's like more you are in more control about this transaction when you're using your phone than when you're on those checkout lines where there's like pressure. There's some kind of pressure to tip even when you don't want to. So yeah, I thought I would share this very trending story. You guys, let me know what you think. Bye.